Yes, I've come your way once again. This is your guy who was in Gordon, Ghana, your youth advisor. Is today is to be your first time on my channel. Please just take a minute and press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Any video which I will upload up here, you'll be the first person to be notified that Wilson has dropped a video. Now, on today's video, I keep asking myself, why are we doing this to my fellow country, my beloved, my mother's country? I mean my mother's land, Ghana. I'm a Ghanaian and I always talk about Ghana and Africa as a whole. But now things are not going on well in my country. That is why I keep on mentioning the name of my country. The country is collapsing, and these our leaders are there looking at the structures which our previous government or our previous legends have put in place. Now things are collapsing, and if we don't take care, we the youth or the upcoming youth will suffer at the end of the day. What is going on in Ghana now? And what is going on in Africa now? We keep on borrowing each and every day. Every day, every night, our leaders have been going IMF to borrow. And we don't know what they are using this money for. I'm giving you this advice because it will reach a time that if hunger comes to the country and people are not getting jobs to do, they will rise and demonstrate. Even the demonstration will not be enough. They will start taking stones, guns, and attacking people in the land. And we don't want that to happen. I'm on the social media listening to what is happening in my country. And I keep on asking myself, why are these leaders taking us to this far? If I think about it, I don't understand. And I keep on asking myself, who is behind this and who do this to us? Our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, will go and rent a private jet with a huge sum of money whilst people are there suffering. Our healthcare is not in place. Our education system is not in place. And our water which we will drink is polluted. I have made a video about our water, but I told my people back home that the pollution of water is coming from the citizens. So we must to change our attitude. Let me go back to our leaders. They keep on borrowing money from the IMF. And if you go to some of our capital city, which is Accra, some of the schools are there. They don't have even chairs to sit on it for the teachers to teach them. Where are we taking this country to? Any country which will develop, one is the structures of the education system. And if we don't have good rooms to give to our children, upcoming children, which they are going to be doctors, which they are going to be lawyers, which they are going to be ministers, which they are going to take the seat of the presidency, if these structures is not good enough, how can they learn? And we keep on borrowing. Borrowing for what? Our leaders, some of our leaders are borrowing this money, doing business with this money, putting it in their coffers. But what pains me a lot, whilst I'm doing this video, is if they borrow this money, they keep it in their coffers, not in Ghana, but they save this money elsewhere. And at the end of the day, our generation, our children coming will suffer. Now, some of the parents are crying, all in the name of free SHS or free education in Ghana. But the free education is not working because we don't have good classrooms for the children to study in. Let me show you an episode video which the press organized, and they came out with some video. I don't want to talk much about this video. You need to watch this video and bring your comments. We are collapsing Ghana. We are collapsing Ghana. Not we, our leaders are collapsing the country. And if we don't take care, from few years to come, Ghana is going to change. It's going to change, and they are going to spoil the later infrastructures which we have in the country. Let's watch this video, and let me come and end this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's encounter is a very brief but very important one. Only recently you would have seen that the Bank of Ghana has reported very alarming figures for our national public debt. And that figure that was reported by the Bank of Ghana excludes the $3 billion that we recently borrowed. Even if we are to use $1 billion of that to refinance maturing debts or to call back other bonds that were issued, our public debt portfolio should now be in the region of $320 billion. That means that in a little over 4 years, we've added about $200 billion to our public debt. It is becoming very clear that the phenomenal growth in our public debt is influenced largely by some people at the Ministry of Finance who have made borrowing their private business, because they benefit directly through their companies when Ghana borrows. So we are no longer having to borrow because Ghana needs it, but we have to borrow because their businesses need that money in order for them to be rich. Only recently you would have noticed that the Bank of Ghana released a notice of the companies that have been contracted to be the book runners or the transaction advisors to the Ministry of Finance. One would think that those companies were contracted by Bank of Ghana. No. They were contracted by the Ministry of Finance. And so Ken Ofori-Atta, as the Minister for Finance, and Charles Edou-Boahen, who until recently, when the Minister for Finance returned from his sick leave, was the President's representative at the Ministry of Finance and has been nominated as a Minister of State at the office of the Ministry of Finance, has his company as one of the transaction advisors. Black Star Brokerage is a company owned by Charles Edou-Boahen. Data Bank is a company owned by Ken Ofori-Atta. So Ken Ofori-Atta and Charles Edou-Boahen have contracted their own companies to be their transaction advisors in order for us to borrow money. What it technically means is that they have also determined how much they will pay themselves, because the Ministry of Finance fixes the rate at which these entities are paid. I've never seen anywhere in the world where people can treat a country with such impunity, that you take your own company, contract your own company, make him your transaction advisor, determine how much you pay yourself at the expense of everybody else. And let me give you a few numbers. If you take the last couple of years, 4 years, our public debt grew by an addition of about 200 billion. That 200 billion, we also refinanced close to 70 billion of the loan of the loan portfolio that the NDC left in 2016. That's 70 billion Ghana cedis out of the 120 billion was refinanced. That means in total, government borrowing program over the last 4 years additionally has been almost 270 billion. Granted that this 270 billion Ghana cedis, about 10 billion of that is in short-term treasury bills, which are not bonds that these companies would have to book run. And granted that a further 10 billion is from other loans from development partners like World Bank, Africa Development Bank, and the rest. You still have a healthy 250 billion Ghana cedis that Ken Ofori-Attah's company and other book runners have had to assist Ghana to borrow. They are paid 0.35% per value. That gives you 875 million Ghana cedis in fees that Data Bank and the rest have had to share from the people of Ghana. This year, government's total gross financing requirement is about 60 billion Ghana cedis. Again, you can offset about 10 billion of that for other financing arrangement and treasury bills in the gross financing arrangement. And you have another almost close to 50 billion that will be borrowed by Ken Ofori-Attah and his company and Charles Adu Boahen and his company. In all, we expect a payment of 210 million Ghana cedis in fees and charges to be shared by these book runners. I hope you are seeing the picture I'm painting. These are very, very huge numbers. So the reason we are borrowing 60 billion, 70 billion, 280 billion is not because Ghana needs it. It's because some people need the money. Ken Ofori-Attah and Charles Adu Boahen need that money through the fees they get from their companies. I am calling on them as a matter of conscience to withdraw those companies immediately. And for Charles Adu Boahen, who is due for vetting tomorrow, to do the honorable thing and withdraw Black Star Brokerage before tomorrow. I want to assure them that this particular activity, I will not relent on it. I'm going to the extent of petitioning the IMF, the World Bank. I will petition the international investor community, and I will petition SRAJ to look into this. I will make their issuance of bonds a murky business in 2021. Because we cannot be suffering from the challenges that we have. Children just return from school after only 39 days in school to come and spend 3 months at home because we just don't have money to make facilities available for them to learn together. As we speak today, basic schools have had to run one of the most ridiculous programs. A semester that we all know to be about 16 weeks, even by adults, is now being run from January to June by little children. And the worst of it is that these children, after 6 months in classroom, are going home without writing exams because government can't even pay for paper to print questions for them to write. This is the challenge we have in our country. And you have the Minister for Finance and Charles Adu Boahen thinking that they must borrow for Ghana whether we need it or not because their companies benefit directly. This is the lowest standard of fiduciary that I've ever seen. And it must stop. When you complain that they must fix Ghana, then they insult you because they are busy fixing themselves.
I hope you listen to the press release or the analysis which this man is making. All our TV stations, all our media, big platform TV stations are there, capturing it, showing it to the people in the country. So now, what are we going to do to stop these things? We need to tell our leaders to fix the broken infrastructures or to fix the country. I was walking at the streets of Qatar, and the road which they are doing in Qatar is about 8 inches, which they are filled with gravels. And Qatar don't have a limestone site with the crack stone, everything with they brought in, with they are bringing it into Qatar, they import. We have the rocks in Ghana which we have been cracking. Why can't we do these good roads for the people to enjoy? And people are dying on these roads. Why can't we stop polluting our water so that we can enjoy our water? It will reach a time that we will not get water because this water is filled with chlorine, the chemicals which we use to refine gold, something like these chemicals. I've forgotten about some of the chemicals, but hopefully I'll come out and show you some of the chemicals. Please, let's stop borrowing this money. And the little that we have borrowed, we should use it in the country. Else, we are not going to enjoy our country. At the moment, I'm not there, but we know that we are the biological, or we are the citizens. So if we don't talk about this, it will go against us one day. Please, our leaders, we are pleading to you, stop borrowing, and the little that you have borrowed, use it to fix the country for us. Now, this agenda of fixing to fix the country is going on, but they don't allow us to do what? To talk about it. And things are going wrong in the country. Why are we doing this to our mother's land? How are we doing this to the land which we don't have any place to go? Why are our leaders doing this to the land? They wanted to spoil the land, and where are we running to? Please, if you get this video, try and share so that this video can reach viral. The advice for the youth from Wilson Gordon, Ghana today is for us to work hand in hand, to walk to the leaders and talk to the leaders to fix the country for us, so that the abandoned school buildings and the abandoned hospitals and the abandoned universities, if they borrow the money, they should complete it for us, for the youth to get peaceful mind and peaceful place to study. People are dying, and we have abandoned hospitals out in our communities. What are we doing about it? And borrowing. If I think about this borrowing of money and we are not using it, they are not using it in the country, it hurts me, because we have children back home, and whilst they are suffering, we are suffering here. I will end here with this video. Try, comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. I have more to bring it to your doorstep. Don't forget, I will not forget to my retaining subscribers. Thank you for coming back. And those people viewing my channel or viewing my video without subscribing, please try to subscribe to this channel. The name is Wilson Gordon, once again, your youth advisor. I will come out with another video. Thank you for watching.